Oh boy, where do I start with this? I've worked as an intern for this little side company of Sony you may have heard of, or may remember, but very few due to their Sesame Street DVDs and VHSs. I'm of course talking about Sony Wonder. If that doesn't ring the bell, then maybe this screenshot does. Yeah, that's the one. The logo of a normal Sony logo above it, followed by the water-like blue line with the words Wonder in it, and the O's placed of a sun. Where am I going with this? Sony Wonder makes some of the PBS Kids and other kids networks into DVDs. I've heard they've done Nickelodeon in the past, but as I was mentioning, they won't make DVDs, VHSs, and CDs. Those proprieties. I don't know how to pronounce that. Remember when I was mentioning those Sesame Street DVDs? I think I found one of those bootlegged ones. But I'm sure they never made a combo pack of shows. They were doing it at the time. It's like those Nick Jr. DVDs where they have most of their popular shows, but before that, the pack was called Sony Wonder's Fiesta, and it included shows like once again Sesame Street, but also two Nickelodeon shows, being Rugrats and the Ren and Stimpy Show, and a brand new one I never even saw that's make it onto Sony Wonder. Like this, made me believe it was a bootleg in the first place. It was Donkey Kong Country, the animated series. After some research, I didn't remember what they did do to those episode packs, but I couldn't find anyone that had something like that on it. Where I found it was during most of the employees check some of the DVDs and see if they work or not. One of the higher ups found this DVD, wanted to get rid of it as fast as he could, so I'm guessing that he made it or something. I was about to check it on my working hours, but he banned me from doing that, making me check out the TV episode pack. He also told me to do this at home for homework. That's the most bullcrappest thing I heard from that guy. It made me chuckle. Anywho, I'm sure you all must be wondering what's on that bloody thing. Like the episode, the bonus features, the other trailers. Let me tell you what I saw from this thing. That way that I can at least get somebody's attention. The disc boot has the DVD logs thing you'll normally see, and cutting straight to the Sony Wonder logo. The only things that changed was a little bit in the color, but nonetheless, it was fine. And yes, I took a screenshot of that, and it's right above the third paragraph. The first shit that was on there was for the Legend of McDonald Land, which was nothing to be special. The next two trailers was both for Sesame Street. One's from the late 2000s, and the other one was from the 90s. Then trailer for Donkey Kong played. Mentioned that more episodes will be coming from on Sony Wonder. The last trailer was for Sesame Workshop. Telling the viewers that they should go check out SonyWonder.com and SesameWorkshop.com. And anyway, with a quote that I felt shaken on. And if you see something weird on this disc, destroy it. Sony Wonder Sesame Workshop has found out that this is a bootleg, which is a crime. Do not make bootlegs or else we will sue. Anywho, enjoy the feature presentation. This mini had a mashup of 90s Nick ads and Sesame Street aesthetic. There are 4 options of this disc. One being called Show Picker, whereas you can pick out the episode from that show on the disc. A special features option, which only has 2 videos, which I'll get to later. Then there was a sound option where you could fix the audio. And lastly, there was a trailer option, which just plays all the trailers with the Sony Wonder logo in it. I clicked on Show Picker, and it came up with 4 episodes, which is for each series. Sesame Street had an episode called Getting Wicked. Rugrats had an episode called Tongue and Tumble. And Ren and Stimpy had an episode called Man's Best Friend. And lastly, Donkey Kong had an episode called Kremlin's Chaos. I'll explain them all with the bullet list. That way this doesn't look too confusing when not. Sesame Street, Getting Wicked. The episode starts as a normal Sesame Street episode, and all of a sudden, the Wicked Witch of the West comes and crashes into Oscar's trash can, has caused her broom to break, and so she curses Sesame Street with some creepy spells, such as turning Big Bird into cooked chicken and how a Cookie Monster feeds more than just cookies. The episode just ends when Big Bird starts turning into the cooked chicken, and it just cuts the credits. Rugrats, Tongue and Tumble. This episode is just screwed up like no joke. It's like those storyboard jams, or in fact, a recreation of one. Tell me you've heard of this. It starts with Tommy getting the juice from Angelica, then comes in Dee reminding her not to drink before, then comes Stu, punching Dee Dee out of the way of the line. Out of my way, you stupid bitch! Fred Flintstone's home. Student friends Tommy for some reason when she starts pooping out small poop balls are like the shape of a kiss. It ends with Angelica telling Stu that she loves him as an uncle before moaning and making Stu feel more sexual around her. Don't watch this one. Ren and Stimpy, man's best friend. You've heard this one, right? If you haven't, well, here's what's it about. What's this about? It's about Ren and Stimpy getting caught by some drunken owner. Ren just straight up hurts him in the end. That was creepy. Donkey Kong Country, the animated series. Kremlin Chaos. The episode started off the DK hut before a loud explosion can be heard. DK and Diddy rushed outside to see Candy Kong being dead and Cranky lipping. Funky and Dixie tell them to look at King K. Rool's new ship. And I was surprised that the ship was from Donkey Kong 64, but why was it doing? What's it doing here? The episode, like most episodes of that series, doesn't tell us. So the episode ends with the Kongs hand in hand with what seems to be a recreation of King K. Rool's spin-off Smash from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate plays, as Congo Bongo falls into pieces. Those episodes was some of the more screwed up ones I ever saw. But maybe the Nick ones, those, those are the worst. The 2 videos and special features show something weirder than what I've seen. The first video starts with a 3D animated fish going with the word centipede, holding up a bubble style. Clips from the first episode Sesame Street, a movie clip from Madagascar was shown, and then flew up above the waters to read this. Hello, folks. Well, would you expect a greetings here, right? At this time, seeing as how dangerous the scene has become, it's kind of hard to greet anyone. Hell, no one wants to be greeted anymore. Fame is a dangerous thing these times, so we will send out some anti-greetings instead of the following evil fires: BSA, MPAA, FAST, $RIAA. Until next time. What I got from this is that somebody was from this unknown board called Centipede made this and used this in another one of the tapes. The second one is the weirdest out of the two. It starts off with the Sony Wonders logo with it changing into hue, like those 2009 YTPs, and making it all rainbow-like. The logo then changes the wonder part of the logo to pay up with the tagline, "We know what you did, Kisa, don't lie," and it's off there. That DVD is the weirdest, and I'm glad that I give it back. Of course, I lost my job, but luckily I'm working with another company, Warner Brothers, and now helping out the whole movie to DVD/digital thing. I'm glad I got this off my chest.